Good morning. Good morning. Another day, another dollar we potentially get to make here. And I'm just super grateful to get the chance to do this another day. And I'll be honest and I'll tell you the truth every single day. Like I say, I don't delete my streams. There's really nothing for me to hide. The last couple of days I have been on combines. I stated it very clearly that I was not trading on my XFA. When I am on it, I will tell you, I will show you the account. You can ask me if you want. But right now, I am not on an XFA. I have them, of course. I'm just not touching them for a very simple reason that the market has been in a range where I particularly have not potentially understood where the mid pivots are. And even though I have the right idea, like yesterday, for example, I said on the stream that I felt bearish below 25. So if I felt bearish below 25, why would I not short, right? And I got to start to trust more my breakdown trades. And yesterday is a perfect example. I'm going to talk about yesterday because if you fail to understand yesterday, you kind of fail today. ES is like a endless story that keeps on printing. So yesterday we discussed that idea of 25, 30 level. I was long the 30 inside this chop right here. You can see how the level is getting used up. Can't get a few points consistently. I'll talk to you soon, James, about that. This range has been very, very weird. It has been pretty tricky for me. I'm not even like the first week was good, made money on it, but that second week was pretty bad for me, and that's why after 2 days of red on my XFAs, I decided to step back and go on combines, right? But I have been over trading a little bit. Even four trades for me is definitely over trading. Like I'll make one trade, make money, walk away. So if I make one trade and I lose money, why can't I walk away, right? It's kind of a weird mentality. But what I want to talk about is this breakdown here, this 30 level. So I was long. You can see how this level is getting used up, right? And then we have the final bounce. So this should have indicated, I talked about how this looked trappy here, right? But it comes down to what I talked to myself about. I trust my beat up myself already up in the head. I'm like, why would I not short it there? If this was a very clearly defined level that was, used up and we broke down, fine. Let's assume that I wouldn't have taken that because I don't think I would have taken that and expected this type of sell because this was a unique type of sell, right? After being 2 weeks in that congestion, well, it's kind of tricky to expect for that kind of sell right away. Second was this one here. So I was trying to long this 85, 86 level yesterday, and I believe James, you were actually long as well. So it's fine. Like I took that long, I took the stop, but that should have been it. Where my problem was, I got long again. I'm not sure exactly where it was, but the idea here was we knew 88, 85, 88 area is kind of like that support level. It kind of failed to provide any real significant bounce. I was long on this push. So it's not that I was red, I got taken out later on this dump. You know what I mean? But the idea is simple. We broke down this 85, and you can clearly see that this is, again, another breakdown right below 85. You can see that below 80, we got to 87. So we go lower, we test 75. We pump right back up to take a wild guess below 90, right? And then 90 started acting as resistance. So below there, of course, we are bearish. And we broke down the big giant bull flag that we had going for us. And we just continued to sell overnight. Overnight, we've continued the selling as well. So today, what am I looking at? Well, that sell happened from the triggered of the loss of a support level, which was 25.30, and the second major level of support, which was that 85 to 90 level. So in order for bulls to regain any form of level of control, I would say 85, 90 has to get reclaimed. Now, that does not mean I'm just going to long here, right? There's going to be levels of resistance along the way to 85, 90. We're going to get stuck potentially at this 35 level. We're going to get stuck potentially at 54. And, of course, 88, 80, 85. Let's go with 85, 90, give or take, right? Like, it's going to be a vague area up here. Right there. So what I do like about what happened, I guess, the past week is that it creates this window of opportunity where both shorts and longs are going to probably start working now. So I can gain more confidence in shorting certain resistance levels. Whereas when we're just uptrending, it's very tricky for me to short at the top, or for me to short any form of resistance because they're just always getting blown up, right? But because we were dumping all day, we kind of held this 19 level here. I'm not going to really talk about too much about why this 19, but these levels are in play for quite some time now. So if you want, I'll give you a deeper rundown later on when after market opens. But we got the 19, and on the hourly chart, I would say definitely that 02 level is going to be a little bit of a key number for me today. So as long as we're above those two, we could potentially get a relief pop to that 35 and 40, what was it? Maybe that 47.54 area. So I'll be and there's something else I've done wrong recently as well. I haven't been taking profit, and this has kind of been the thing of why I end up red. It's not that again my trades and then they go red instantly. Some of them they do, but I also have trades where they have profit and I won't take it, right? But in that range, I'm not gonna change my way of trading just because of a week. And it has sucked. Yeah, I know it's been mainly on combines, but still, I'm not it's been kind of like the worst week since I've like regained any knowledge on how to trade in general. I just don't know what was up with that range in general, but up down here, I'm just happy we're out of that range. 56 85 to like 56.40. I was so fed up with that range. I don't know where the hell that thing was going. It was up and down and all around. But here, at least we're kind of building this kind of same structure. So below this level, I think we're obviously going to go down below 19. So it's pretty much kind of similar to what that 25.30 was doing. I'm going to try and long if we get a nice dip at the 19. I'm going to have a 3-point stop. Of course, if we break down below there, I am not going to be stubborn like yesterday trying to buy, every little bit of support. I will be potentially looking at a short below 19. But yeah, that's kind of my plan for today. This 19 is going to be key. I'm going to put a limit buy there, 19.25. So James, you can't find a few points a day of consistency. That's tricky because I'm not sure exactly what levels you're trading and how you're trading, right? But what I can say is that if you overtrade, you will lose in general. If you're trading more than 3 times, I think it's already too much. That's just my opinion. Also, another thing is consistency comes with feeling confident with your strategy, right? And me, yes, I've had a bad week, but that doesn't change the way I view the market or the way I view my strategy, because changing the strategy is probably the worst thing you could do. Imagine me changing my strategy. Like, that would be total nonsense. And that would in itself disapprove of everything I'm talking about when it comes to support and resistance. If I came here and I'm like, oh, I'm going to change my strategy because I had a bad week. No, maybe it was something else, right? Like, there's other external factors out there as well. Like, not taking profit is going to be a big one, which I didn't. Also, being stubborn, buying the same levels. That's perfect. Trying to get on the micros is not bad. I traded micros for many times. With the micros, I would say that the key is for you to nail your entry. Work rather on your entry than your profit. When you're on the micros, that's what I would do. That's what I focused on. That's when I started getting better. It's not a matter of, like, let's assume we had bought there, we're in the green, life's good, right? But it's more a matter of can you find your entry based on your edge. And imagine we start pulling back to 19, right? Well, at least I had a plan to buy a 19 and price came to me. And if that does work, where we do get this bounce of 19, at that point I can feel better. It has nothing to do with the money. It has to do with your strategy and your edge. If it comes to 90, continues to push to that 28, boom, you're like, that is what you're after. You're after nailing your entries, having your stops where they need to be. More often than not, your entry, you would find that your stop, if you're finding that the market is bouncing from your stop, more often than not, you might just, be needing some help with your entries, because at that point, it's telling you that you should probably be entering where you're putting your stop. And lastly is managing risk. 3 trades, one for me it's 150. I mean, depends how you trade, right? But for me, I like 150. So 3 points risk, or in other words, $450 worth of risk per day. Because I know that per trade I can generate a lot more than that, right? And I only need 1 trade. But again, that range was tricky for me. I understood the levels. It's not that I didn't, but I was not able to capitalize the full 2 weeks that we were up there. And that kind of bummed me out. On the way up, it's pretty easy. Like, you can miss an opportunity, just get back in, and it's pretty straightforward to make money at that point. And then even in those consolidation periods, I do well. But afterwards, I start to get like these things about, we already played in this level. We were here 2 days ago. We're here again today. Like a whole week of being in the same levels. And then I don't take certain trades or certain setups because I fear that that level is not going to work. And that's me trading my emotions. And that's hence hindsight why I lost. But there's no need to change my strategy. I am not changing nothing. I'm liking that 19. If it wants to bounce from there, perfect. And on the micros, just focus on your entries. In fact, this 5502, I don't know if you guys remember it. We were in it last week, I think, sometime. Sorry, not last week. I meant to say, I think last month. That's right, July. We were in this area in July. And this is okay. I mean, I do like fresh levels. At least we're out of that range. Like, we're probably downtrending now, so you gotta be careful, right? You can't expect for a trend to just continue upwards. But let's see what happens, right? First clue is gonna be that 88 level. So on the daily candles, you always gotta do top-down analysis, right? And one thing I will say about top-down analysis is that it will help you not feel guessing. And yes, I blew it up last week. I ducked it up, but I think if I had to say something, I would probably be the most successful unsuccessful day trader on YouTube, because of these levels. They're pretty spot on, but it's just how I traded them that last week. It was ferocious. But in terms of levels and understanding where trend is going, I don't think that I was entirely wrong. Below that 88, we're downtrending. We'll see how far we go. There is no current trap to the downside. The trap is to the upside. You can see this on the daily candlesticks right there. That clear resistance, again, should not be coincidental to why we got denied at that 70 level. You can clearly see that. We've known this since almost 2 weeks that level was going to be resistance. And here, it hit it. We know it was resistance. We hit it again. We knew it was resistance. We hit it again. We knew it was resistance. Anyways, you get the point, right? And then down here, we're testing old levels from this area here, which would be that July level. This July. So this July, and those were levels as well from back in June. You can see how this 19 level right here, look at it, it's not even coincidence. You see this 19? That's the bottom of pretty much these candles almost. Well, a little bit lower, but we kind of tested the top range of them here at the 19, which is back from June 21st, when we were kind of forming that bull flag to go upwards. So that's obviously going to be some clear resistance, support. And look at that, we bounced right from it. Right, that red line there, I had that thing drawn up, and look where we bounced from it. This was on my chart yesterday. I only adjust those big trend lines or those big levels of support slightly. I don't do a whole lot of maneuver here. On the 15-minute chart, I can. But what I'm trying to say here is, it's no coincidence that we're bouncing from here. The question is, how far can this bounce take us from this area here? If we cannot bounce to even recover 35, well, then we are going to just break down 19 and continue on with breaking support. Because at this point, I do think that we are potentially downtrending a little bit. In other words, we'll hit resistance, we'll break support. We'll hit resistance, we'll break support. And at that point, when there's more evidence of price being weaker, I feel even better taking shorts at resistances. Like this 28. Perhaps it was a good short there, but I'm just not going to take it. Not there, maybe 35. And I like it better because even if we rally at open, I know 35 is resistance. So it does give me a potential play on the other end. Whereas when market's just going up, you're just waiting for the dip to buy the dip. Buy the dip. Now we can perhaps ping and pong a little bit better. So I got my order sitting at 19. Let's see if they want to pick it up. I would say that we can probably, if we defend 19, we can work our way up to 35. Those would be the two targets I'm after right now. 19 to 35. So I hope I get scooped up. I wouldn't average in here just yet. I mean, the most I'll be willing to average in is at 20. And even like that, I think 19 is a better play, but we're, of course, going to be opening up with a gap. Oh, sir, we're going to have a gap as well. It's worth talking about that. We closed that. Where did we close that yesterday? 55.44. I don't trade the gaps, but it is there. We're at the 22 currently. And we do have a gap to fill to the downside at 54.84. You can see this on the big time frame, the 15-minute chart. I got gaps marked on my chart. So it's not that I don't follow them. I like to know where they are, but I do not go after them. Below 19, perhaps I'll go after this gap fill. But we do have a gap fill at 54.84 that we left here back in August the 14th. So the question is, will they go and fill it directly? I have no idea. As long as we're above 19, I think we're going to push back up to 35. I'm not going to be stubborn today. We break down 19. Leo, start thinking short, City, all right? And I will. Sorry, that was the 30-minute chart. But it's the same gap on a 15-minute. Same thing. Somebody did some voodoo thing on me last week. I see some people on social media, they go and they put this like evil eye thingy. You know, I'm superstitious, so maybe somebody put some evil eye. We're gonna rub that thing off. I'm gonna call my grandma. How do you rub off evil eye? She's probably gonna tell me something creepy, like you gotta get a chicken and you gotta do this with the chicken. I'm telling you, it happens. I've heard stories of and I know people that have done this, that they say babies, if they have evil eye or something's going on with them, you're supposed to take some chicken eggs or something and they do something to it, or you're supposed to do something to them, and then you rub it on the belly of the baby so the bad evil eye and energy goes away from them. Maybe that's what I need. I've been a baby last week. Maybe I gotta rub some chicken eggs. Hey, something I haven't really disclosed here is I'm becoming a little bit of a farmer, if you will. I have 2 chickens, actually. We're allowed to raise chickens in this country here, so I figured I built them a little cage, and I'm like, all right, you go there. They have this like little fence. I was thinking about getting more, but I'm like, what happens if we want to leave, right? Then poor little guys. I don't even want to eat them. I get attached to these animals. Probably a bad idea. They're good on my plate, though. Don't get me wrong. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about killing it. I wouldn't do it. I would ask somebody to do it. All right, the crystal ball. Well, you know what? I will say the crystal ball was ducking right again yesterday, if I'm not wrong. I got to review that stream. I only reviewed the bad shit I did. But I think it said it wasn't going to pump yesterday. That's right. It said it was going to dump at open. And it was right. I think pretty soon I'm going to just open up another account and trade one account with the crystal ball indicator. Give it like 10-point stops. Whenever it's wrong, it's got a 10-point stop. It's doing well. I got to say, it's doing very well. Definitely better than me the last week. So let's ask the magical question today. Will the stock market have a relief pop? I don't know if that makes sense. Relief pop. Because that's kind of weird. Let's just go with the straightforward question. Will we pump at market open? Let's find out. Price is at 23 there. I'm watching price. Rather no. My gosh, man. Crystal ball, come on, man. You can't do me like this. Will we hold 56.19 price? Hold on, we're kind of selling a little bit. Let me see. Yeah, I'll keep my order at 20. So will we hold price at 56.19? Certainly. So what the hell? Maybe we're going to chop it open then. So she's not feeling the pump yet, but she's not giving up this level. She's saying this level might hold. My order is sitting at 20. Current low on that candle is 21 and a quarter. Market's going to open it up in 5 minutes, less than 5 minutes now. If you have a question for me that you would like for me to ask the crystal ball, feel free to ask. I'll ask for you. If you want to know your future, I think we can ask that. It's been pretty darn right about the future of this. So if you got a question for it, feel free. So I'm trying to get along this 20. Perhaps 19 is better, but we'll see how the price opens up. NQ is definitely showing a lot more weakness, but that's why I'm hoping I get filled at 20. I should be getting filled at 19, but if I go 19, it's not going to fill me. Where's my stop? My stop is going to be... Well, it would have to kind of be below that 15 level, right? I mean, wouldn't make much sense to have it here. You know they're going to come for it. I'll probably have it at 16. 4-point stop on this. I am not on my exit phase today. I am leaving that out of until I can grasp better the idea of where price is headed. I'll be honest, I am and much more in love with this price right now than the last 2 weeks. So I do feel a lot more confident in this area. That area of that 50 ducking 85 to 56.60. Oh my gosh. I don't want to talk about it. All right, so current low is 21 and a quarter. It has not filled me yet. I hope we get one more dip. Come on, NQ, dip a little bit. 19 is going to be that key level of support, so I hope I get filled. I have not traded. I don't know why I didn't change this. All right, market's going to open on up in 2 minutes. I'm watching the connection. The connection doesn't seem to be too good. That's no good. That should be better. I apologize if the connection wasn't the best there. It does show me that the network was kind of dropping for some reason. All right, market's going to open on up. Get ready. 1 minute and 20 seconds. So we're kind of holding at that 22 currently. I would want a little bit lower though. At least 20. 19 is better, but let's see. Let's see. Market's going to open on up in a minute. Don't need to rush. I don't want to rush my entry. $30 seconds. Get those orders ready if you're going to be getting in. I have my order ready. It's ready. I'm not here trying to chase the market. It's just, I'm willing to buy 20. Dun, dun, dun. All right, 5 seconds to market open. Get ready. It does look a little bit weak, so that's good. I might get filled 20, hopefully. All right, all right, all right. And oh my gosh, now it didn't fill me yet. It did not fill me. I'm worried this thing's just gonna rip through now, but I gotta be patient. I must wait for price to come to me. I must wait. Oh, come on, ES. Are you ducking kidding me? Come on. Don't go yet. Don't go there yet. Don't go there yet. NQ's still showing weakness. We're not rallying yet. NQ's not loving price up here. I'll be honest. I'm going to probably move my order down to 19. I just thought we were going to have one more quick little drop here. Oh, come on, yes. Fine, I'll stick with 20. I said 20. Let's just stick with that now. We almost got filled. We got filled. The low in that candle is 20.75. I almost got filled. It always does this to me. Come on, come fill me here. As long as 19 holds, I'm thinking 35 wants to get tested. That's my straightforward plan for right now, but it's fucking working without me in it. And there she goes. I'm in love with this range far better. I'll be honest. I feel like I'm understanding price a lot. Just by not being in that stupid range, I like it better. I like it better. Far better. I don't ask me exactly how I know. I don't know. I just know. NQ is not loving that VWAP hit right there. I'll still stick with my 20 buy if they can dip it below there, but below 19, I would not think long city. I would not be bullish one bit. And even right now, we're still not very bullish. We're just getting a relief pop if we can get it to 35. You don't want to chase the short just because we've been dumping overnight and we sold off yesterday. We're still going to need to backtest some level of resistance. Oh my gosh, man. If I had gone 19, it would have done 19 and 3/4. But because I had 20, it did 20 and 3/4. Well, now you know where we're coming. We're coming to that 28 level top of these candles here. So far, the idea is definitely correct. I do think we're probably going to push to that 35, but I'm not going to chase price here. I didn't get filled. It is what it is. By 3 ticks, yes. You... What a prick. And then now I sit here looking dumb because I'm like, well, I didn't buy it. My goodness. If I had my order 19, it would have gone 19.75. It always does that to me. 1 or 3 ticks. I even went 20. I said, fine, I'll long it at 20. Because I had a feeling this exact shit was going to happen. Now I look like a hindsight trader. Look at that. We're going up. I told you. Fucking yes, man. 3 ticks. Are you kidding? Look at that. See? Oh my god. I'm over this. But it's alright. At least I had the right idea. I wasn't thinking short. Put it like that. And this is why I say I can never change my strategy just because of a week. It's stupid. If I had changed my strategy, I would have been here doing I don't know what. This was a long all day, but I just wanted to get filled on my price. All right, so we hit 35. Look at that, to the goddamn tick. What did I say? That 35 wanted to get hit. Now the question is, are we gonna get denied? I'm not gonna short this right now. Look at this. This is a boner candle straight up there. If we had maybe gone up to like slower, maybe, but goddamn, that's momentum up there right now. And there's 35. Round of applause to me for nailing the trade, nailing the plan, and not making a single dime of it. But that's okay. I don't mind it. I like the idea of being in a new range. It's exciting. We can get back to the good old days of a week and a half ago. Let's just get green every day. Come on, man. This was easy right there. Fudge, why not just mark it in? All right, well, now becomes kind of tricky, but easy. As long as we can accept price at 35, I would be long. But, I mean, we kind of need a pullback from 35 to 25, I think. I'm not going to short this. Look at it. Come on. I need to have some trap to the upside. I mean, if I do get short here, where's my stop? All right, let's try it out just because. So we got 35. You can see it hit there by like a tick, a little bit above. My stop is only 3 points. I would have rather short 35, but we're going to definitely lock in profit somewhere along the way. I don't expect a full massive pullback. We'll see. 33. I'm short 33 right now. Should have been 35. No. That's right. Market's been open 5 minutes, a couple minutes now. That's when that rally began. All right, so I can see that we got denied twice already at that 35. This is it. If we're going to get denied there, we got to get going real quick right now. We got to get going to 28. I'm probably going to go break even soon if this thing doesn't want to continue on. Push, push, push. All right, I'm going break even. If it wants to give me that minimum 28 level, I'm happy. If not, I'll just break even on it. So I broke even on it. I'm not going to hold. My entry was a little bit late too. My stop should have been up here. My entry should have been 35. I'm not doing it. But it did act as some type of resistance here. You can see that there. 35 being hit. That's right. So 35, 35. We're coming right back to this 35 level. We're kind of struggling here, I will say. I wouldn't short it anymore just because we already got 2 denials of there. We were going to pull back. It had to be on those candles there. No way. We're going straight for the second candle, for the second target. Whoa, I fumbled that long at open. We're at 35. 37 is the current high. I'm thinking if it's still worth a nice short here. I don't know. We're kind of getting to that above 35. That's a nice 3 points on top of 35. Almost 3 points, I believe. Yeah, 35, 37, 2 points. That's not bad. Yeah. Why 2 points? Because I like to see 2 points, 3 points. 3 to 5 points is ideal to the top side. If we can close below 35. So we did close below 35. That's good, but it still kind of looks like rally. I wouldn't short this yet. So first plan, bingo, worked. Above 19, like I said, once 35. So now the question is, can we take back this 35 resistance? If we can, we're going to that 54 level. Or filling that gap at 44 first. But they had to get it denied there on those candles when I got short there. Because then it creates more momentum to the upside. Exactly what's going on. Which is okay. Well. Oh my gosh. Can you believe that I missed this entire rally for 3 ticks? Yeah, I did. I really did. Wow. That's amazing. Faja should have been long. I had my order there. You saw it. It was some Warren Buffett's gonna say hindsight, but no. Above 19, we wanted 35. Now, I mean, what am I gonna do? Chase this? I can't really chase this. Even though now I think she wants to go up to that 54. Wants to backtest that magical 54 number. So we will officially fill the gap of 44 and 50. 44.50. So we fill the gap to the upside. No, we did not go up this much because we wanted to fill the gap. We were simply above this level of support. On the daily candlesticks, you can clearly see that that level was gonna provide some type of support. It's a 2-month long level of being used up. You don't believe me? I'll show you one more time. You can see that low in that candle right there, that 08, and look at that. Look at this. Just look at the past, and you shall know the future. Because look at this consolidation here. This was the previous all-time high as well, back in June 12th. We squeeze above it. We consolidate above it with many days. You can see that bounce from there between that 19 and 02 level. And then, well, we got it acting as resistance on this month in July. And then we just bounce from this particular level. So that's why at that point, at market open, I was very bullish. I was not thinking short. But this, I couldn't have told you that this was going to be like this. Three ticks. I didn't get filled by 3 ticks. Unreal. Unreal. You gotta love trading. The first chicken egg my chicken lays, I'm gonna rub that thing on my stomach. I'm gonna do what they do to the babies. The bad luck. Take that crap out of here. Come on, 3 ticks. All right, I kind of like that wick above that 43 level currently. That becomes kind of a trap. Same way 35 did over here. But that one didn't work, obviously. But 42 so far. Damn. And just like that, we're back to 35. There's two ways of looking at it. We just had a trap to the upside, or could we bounce from a level of 35? Let's see if we can dip a little bit below 35. If we dip a little bit below 35 and get back above 35, I'll be long. But I wouldn't want to get long just because we're hitting 35. Not with that kind of denial at 43. Look at that. That's pretty hard. It could obviously work, but I'm just not really in love with getting long right away. So we got to 34.50. Come on, ES. Give me at least 2 points lower. So far, that 35 bounce playing out perfectly. You can see we hit that next level of resistance. We backtest. Take a wild guess where? 35. Why? Because 35 was resistance. I'm liking this price. It's becoming more normal, more easier to understand. We ping, we pong, it's fucking easier. That other chop garbage, ugh, ugh, ugh. I don't want none of it. I still need to see a dip though. We need to flush this level 2-3 points for me to feel better. Because the real long, remember, is that 19 level. That's the real long there. So we backtested now for a second time. We're coming to 35.25 now. Like I said, I would rather see some type of dip below this level. Because at that point, I know that we're strong on this level. I mean, of course, we're getting those bounces from there, but that could be kind of like the last steam of it. You can see that trap above 43. 3 to 5 points. In this case, it was 43. 2.5 points. Almost 3 points, but it does start us off with the beginning of the reversal. All right, so we're at 33. I'm going to give this a shot. Let's see if we can bounce from it. If not, I'll be going break even quickly. Or at worst, get taken out there. Like I said, I wanted to see 3 to 5 points below that 35 level, which we got down to 33. That's 2 points below 35. Let's see this type of rally. If we're going to rally, boom, 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 come on. Or else I go break even. I'm not going to be holding like all the other days. I just not. Come on. I'm going to give it some time. Because I'm free. So we're going to be hitting that 43 soon. If we can do it. Above 43, I'll be adding into this. But again, be cautious there. You can see that. People will say hindsight still. We dip below. We get back above. That's the best entry for me right there. It's the safest play. My goodness. Where was this price action all week last week? It's just much easier. This ducking range is easy. Like, the other range was just such a used up level. It was a pain in my butt. All right, rally through that. Come on. Or else I'm going to take profit. Not yet, though. I would really like for this thing to continue. That's not enough for me. We need to get going through that. And you know what you can do if you're ever kind of like, are we going to go through? Are we not going to go through? You simply go break even. And then you let it be. So second level is going to be 54. But we need to get going through 43. We cannot get choked up. Because now we're pinging and ponging. We get to 43. We're going to probably get back down and break down 35. we need to break through. And this is where trend comes into play. We hit resistance, we hit support. One of them's got to break. It's going to be either 19 or it's going to be 43. Why 43? You can clearly see where price got stuck here. This is not guessing. Look at it. It fucking got stuck right there. So one of them's got to break. And that's why I'm at break even, because I can only take a trade based on my edge in the marketplace, which I did. And the market will do the rest. As long as we can continue to go up, stay above 19, we are fine to go to 54. The thing is, I don't know if we're going to back test again. I hope not, but it looks like we might. But I'm not going to have my stop below here. I'm just not. We either going to go or we ain't going to go. I'll be happy to add above 43 because I do think that there's still more leg room in this leg to the 54 above 43. Come on, break through that 43. Through that 43, the gates open up to 54. Real ducking quick. I'm not going to guess. This is the problem also I was doing last week, guessing if whether price was going to break through. But what I mean by that is, well, I could probably be taking profit at 43 because I know that that's resistance, right? But come on. I think there's more in this. Observing the way SPY is moving the way it is, I think there could be more, but again, that's me thinking and trading emotions. I'm just going to let this baby go. Let's go. Come on. Breakthrough 43. We break 43. We're going 54. It's as simple as that. This candle got us to the high of 42.75. Not good. We should have broken. News at 9 or 10 minutes. I'll be honest with you, Saukiren. I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name. But as long as 19 continues to hold, obviously, as I talked about in the beginning, and now if we can kind of hover price above here, we're kind of flagging a little bit. I think that we're going up to that 54. News is kind of irrelevant to me because I know that they're important. There can be important numbers, right? It creates volatility. But in general, as long as this 35 continues to hold, we want to push through 43 to back test 54. The news can sometimes be a catalyst or the fuel that the market is needed, that the market needs to get us going. And that's what I talk about, the inevitable things like inevitable pushes, inevitable back tests. Because if the news comes in right now and we go straight to the 54, I'm not going to say that the numbers were good or bad. I'm just going to say on a technical standpoint, this 35 continued to hold and we went up. I do appreciate you bringing that up, though. I was not aware of any news coming in. And of course, it's very good to know that numbers when they're coming in. It's actually foolish not to know. Especially big numbers. Let me see. So we're kind of hovering between that 38 and 43 level currently. If the news are big, I will probably move my stop a little bit under, just in case of any fluctuations and back this tonight to 35. But let's see. So 10 o'clock, 6 minutes. Shit. Yeah, they are. They are massive numbers. Jolt's numbers in 5 minutes. Oh, crap. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What does that mean for the market? So brace yourselves. Numbers are coming in hot. Well, we've hit profit take number 1, 43 from the 35. Very good. Can we go to the 54? I think the Choo-choo train wants up to 54. You can say I'm wrong, but I think it wants to go to 54. And if we go to 54 with the numbers, I'm not going to say I told you so, but I will say I told you so. I love this price range that we're in. It's so much better. That ducking last week, and this is what I say. Do not, if you like change your strategy because of one red day or two red days, it's foolish. It's very foolish. When you're confident and you can explain your strategy within 30 seconds, you don't need to guess. You don't need to be like, you know, beating yourself up in the head like, oh my God, like what's going on? Market conditions change all the time. And it is what it is. It's part of the game. All right, numbers are coming in a couple minutes. I got a decision to make. Either I close this position. We're at 43. We kind of got this pop through right here. Right? And then I get out. I could have gone out there. We were up like 400 or almost 500 at one point on this. Now we're starting to pull back. And yeah. Or I could just do this. Give it a 3-point stop or a 4-point stop and let this baby ride to 54. What do you guys think is a better one? I'm going to let you decide for me. Option 1 is let the baby ride. Either the stop out or 54 target hit. With the numbers. Or option B, take the profit at 43 and don't look back. I'll tell you, I'm leaning for option 1 because I think 54 wants to get hit. Oh my gosh. That's what I think. Oh my goodness. Come on. Where were you last week? Where were you last week? You should have cracked. You should have dumped last week because now it gives us fresh levels to look at. Yes, baby. Let's go, baby. $1,000 on this. Come on, let's go on this combine. We are not on XFAs. I was very clear about that from the moment I got on this stream. Either way, the combines are good. Having more XFAs, I never heard anybody complain about them. The only thing I would complain about is that Apex, they actually have like a one-time activation fee per, or I think it's lifetime activation fee. Whereas Top Step, they charge you every time you pass. So every time I pass one, I got to pay the activation fee of $150, which kind of sucks. You have observations to make. Your one did not. Just lost 80. Oh no. You fat fingered it, didn't you? All right, let's see. Numbers are coming in hot. I don't know. I think 54 is smelling like it wants to get hit. That's my personal observation here. We're above 43. If we can get going, again, I don't really care what the numbers say. They're irrelevant to me. I think we just want to back this 54 at this point. Or I could take the profit. We're up 500 on it. I mean, fuck. Nah. Be aware. Numbers in a minute. Well, a little bit more than a minute, but be aware. Jolt's numbers. Jolt's. Job openings or something like that. That can FOMO. Green candles blew my mind. That's why when I was getting into this long idea here, I had to wait for that dip. You can see that 35, 3 to 5 points. Again, it was 2 points on this dip. I got long instantly right after we got a back above 35. And so far, working out. I would really love to see 54 get hit. Come on, can we do with the numbers so you can prove my point? Can my point get proven that I'm not watching the numbers? I don't care about numbers. Just go to that 54. Do it. Do it for Papa. Do it. And if we go to 54, it would serve as evidence as to why I don't give a damn about numbers. Right? I think that would be pretty good evidence. It's like fuel. Oh my god, it's dumping. Oh my gosh. Oh my god, it just dumped. Oh! All right, well, now I'm curious. Oh my goodness, man. 54 didn't get hit. So I ended up taking a 3-point stop. God damn it, man. Let's see, where is this thing going? Holy shit. All right, well, the numbers did something for sure. It woke it up. Oh my gosh. So the numbers were, I guess, worse than expected. 7, yeah, I guess a little bit lower. Uh-oh. Well, I guess option B was better. Take the profit of 43. My goodness, man. My goodness. Hey, we knew that there was numbers. We knew the risks. I knew the risks. It's volatility that comes in when these numbers come in. And this is still a very bullish picture. Above 19. We're still just want to go back up. That is a nice candle to the downside, though. Look at that. We're all the way. We just gave up that whole rally that we gave. And I still wouldn't have been filled 20. If I was trying to buy 20, I still wouldn't have been filled. Little pricks. All right, I want to get back long. But I would really like for 20 to come get hit. And it didn't even hit 20. Oh my goodness. Look at that wick. Oh, wow. I think it becomes to the same trade again. That was like a nice FU to the longs, to me, in other words. Hey, you saw it. You saw that ducking candle. Sometimes not that much. I'm like, ah, okay, yeah. We're at, what were we at? 45. I'm like, ah, maybe 35. Oof, these guys went ferocious. This is kind of the same trade, really. We just trapped to the downside. We're back above 35. It's the same trade. Watch, now it's going to go to 54. I wanted to buy 20. I saw that big wick. I'm like, okay, I'll get long 20 then if we want. Uh-oh. That is crazy, yeah. When we're right back up to where the numbers, see the numbers dropped right here, right? We're at 45. We just got back up to it. That is just a nice FU to all the longs. That's all that was. So I was trying to buy again down here at 20, but it didn't get to there. We just bounced from the open price and we're right back up. And this time I'm already not long. I'm not long anymore. Fuck. That 54 is smelling like it. Come on, bring price down. Come on, at least 35. Let's back this 35. Let's see. Let's take it easy. I'm going to see. Okay. All right, let's see if he wants to scoop me up at 35. So I'm basically long at the exact same trade again. We already got that 2 dips below there. Is that enough? Is that enough? I don't know. The island of Jamaica. Banana. I don't know. I might go break even soon. This price is not looking the best. We gotta pop from here. We gotta go, go, go. We gotta go, go, go. Yes. It does look crazy, doesn't it, buddy? Like it's messed up. It's the rug pull. When they rug pull it, it's exactly like that. Just straight down. But again, as long as that 19 continues to hold, I'm thinking bullish. Below there, I'm thinking bearish. Right now, I think that was just a nice FU. But I need to see this thing get going. I don't like how we're just kind of below this level now. Not good. It's not good for my trade. I'll be honest. But come on, man. Bounce it from here. Damn, this thing's moving wild. Wild. We were just going down. Now we're back to 35. I think the easy money's done. That's a problem now. But let's see. I mean, we're still kind of holding out there. Oh, come on, yes. Never mind that little wick, filling in balances and all that nonsense. Well, we couldn't hold 35. We're not really holding it, so I'm not in love with this. Come on. If we want to back this 54, we need to go now. Hurry up, yes. NQ is doing its job. Kind of holding there. Nope. Yes, don't want it. And just back down. My goodness, man. My goodness. Yep. I think so. It's like it wants it. It's just my stops are a little bit tight and this thing's kind of dinging and donging. I should have been long from 20. That's the best time to be long here. Look at that. It just stopped me out and it's right back up. Are you kidding? I gotta go get some chicken eggs. I'm gonna rub that shit on my stomach. That's the bad luck. How the duck did this thing just dump like that and then squeeze right back up? It's like they knew. They were like, no, we're gonna screw this guy. They're watching the stream. They know that we're gonna go to 54. Unbelievable. What the fuck? What was that? What was that? Ugh. Me in 30s, man. 56-30 wasn't the best. Now 55-35. Oh my god, man. And there we go. We're pushing to the inevitable 54. Unbelievable. All that was a nice FU. And I was the nail again. God damn it. Well, there's definitely no trade for me here now. I already traded that level twice. This was inevitably going to happen. As long as we're above 19, we were going to push off higher. So again, successful reading of the levels, just ducking. I don't know if it's bad execution or just in general, this kind of shit. Well, in hindsight, I should have taken that $500 there. Would have at least got back in there again. Look at that. How the hell did it take me out there? My stop was, where was it? It was like right here. Unbelievable. That was a buy here. I was already long though. That was the problem there. All right, so 54 is incoming. I cannot really do anything here. As Salkiran said, I think I'm pronouncing it right. That 54, 55 area wants to get hit. You can see it even yourself. I do like that you guys are seeing that. And it becomes this inevitable thing, right? So I'll applaud myself in the back for looking at least in the right way, but it would be nicer to be in the green today. Fuck. And again, what the hell is this curse going on? How could I be reading this correctly and then still lose? It makes no sense. I tried to execute it better today. It was fine. But then the numbers screwed me. I think I have already made. You caught the bottom of the VWAP. Nice. Well, it sucks to see this push to the 54 without me. My goodness. Where's the trophy for the most successful, unsuccessful trader? God damn it. Just give me it. Right at open, it was too easy. Above 19, we're going up. I had my order at 20. I didn't get filled by 3 ticks. I would have still been long in this thing. Still. I would be looking for a 54 push. But you can see that technicals keep the guessing out of the game. It's, of course, you're not going to come here and buy it just because you know we're going to go to 54. Or based on a technical standpoint, we want to go 54. It doesn't mean we need to buy here. Our buy is down here at this 20, 35 level, right? Of course, you could argue that, well, I mean, you could just size in here, but unfortunately, it's just not that easy as well. 19 is right there. Right at open, we talked about these levels. There's no such hindsight or... We're looking the right way, so that's a good thing. I'm looking the right way, and I'm not going to change nothing. Perhaps just my execution on taking profit would be a good idea. When I'm up 10 points, probably take it before numbers, right, Leo? If you know massive numbers are coming, even though you think it's going to go straight to 54, it's a wise idea to lock in profit. No one ever gone broke taking profit. So we're kind of chopping above 35, below 48 now. Perhaps we can move this up here now. I would do something like that. 46. Maybe this 35 is a buy, but honestly, I already played it twice. And this is how I got screwed last week. Playing the same level. But watch now the back this work. It's okay. Maybe I'll trade later on. When we're kind of out of this kind of now. Again, this is short-term probably relief. I don't think we're quite ready to go all the way up to like 55.88. I don't know, it depends, but I don't think we're quite there yet either. Like, there's macro trend, and then within that macro trend, well, we have to do many steps to get to the end goal. Just because of yesterday doesn't mean you're going to get short today all day. I mean, look at that. If you got short thinking we were just going to dump at open, you got blown up. And even on this dump, if you got short here thinking that now we were going to break, well, you just got blown up as well. Because there's only one key level that really matters here. 19. 20 area. That is the key level. Hey, we knew those numbers were coming. For me to trade right now, honestly, for me to get into my third final trade, I need to see this kind of dip. I would want to see some form of dip back down to 19, maybe 2, 3 points under, get back above 19. Obviously, that's not looking like the play that will happen because we're kind of just consolidating above 35, below 46. Therefore, in this consolidation range, I think that there's one inevitable path, which is to the upside towards 54. So the third and final trade I'm potentially looking at is, again, now in a more hopefully balanced market, we can get 2 to 3 points to the upside, get back into this 54 range, and then look for the move back on down. That's really it. That's what I'm waiting for. One of those two. But in here, it's definitely not looking clean, as you can kind of tell there, right? We could go back down to 35. We could push now. But again, trend says we want 54. I'll tell you why 54, okay? You might be wondering, you might not, but based on a daily candle, based on the daily chart here, you can see this here. 54 is in line right here. Again, it's a 54, 55 area. Like, it's not going to be right to the tick, right? So that orange line going across currently is representing 54. You can see that on the daily candles here, we had this area here of support. We had this area here of resistance. So I'm thinking, obviously, this is going to be a key level of resistance because it was previous resistance back in June 24, a couple of days around that time. We also used it as support back in July 22nd. And of course, we are now going to backtest that area. I mean, in between here and 54, it's an obvious level. Above there would probably be 61. So that would put us in line right here. Or maybe not even 61. I would go with a little bit higher. But obviously that major level where I would say the bulls have regained control. Let me put my line back. There we go. Where the bulls have regained control is right here. 85, 88. Until that level does not clear, I mean, we're just getting a nice relief pop, but I don't think that we're necessarily trending upwards right now. Why does it always do this? And as you can see, price is still kind of chopping there. I think, like I said, the easy money is probably already done. Now it becomes a patience game. I would not want to be doing anything in this 30 area. It's already becoming a used up level, as you can already tell, right? And here I got to take that lesson with me. 35, 43. That's one level. I should have taken profit there regardless how I felt. I did not. So you make your bed and you lay in it, as the saying goes. Stop doing this. It's a distraction. I will say it's kind of looking, choppy. You're consolidating at this 35, 46 level. One more. Oh no. I would rather get long 19 if ES wants to go down there. What about you guys? Do you guys want to share any thoughts? Where do you guys see this kind of going? Do you see this 35 breaking down? I mean, it is kind of looking up. It's looking like a very used up level currently. You can see that right there was resistance. Many dips below it, many pops from it. It's becoming a used up level, which means that at the failure of that level, we probably will get down to that 19 level. That's why they need to get this thing going from here. I'm kind of seeing that magical M for McDonald's. That's the M for McDonald's, sort of. That's a chart pattern that I invented. I mean, you could argue it kind of looks like a P2, though. Right? I mean, you have that. You have that. Then you have the trigger finger. And then you have the pump. I don't know. The P's kind of look a little different. It's kind of looking more like an M to me, but... I'm gonna get some water. I will not be touching this 35. It not pretty for me. All right. Trying to pick some new music here. Want to get long again, but let's see. This 35 kind of playing out nicely right now. You can see that there. Of course, it couldn't just trend like this when I was long 35. Let's see what happens when we break out of here. We're going to have to break out of here, right? Like I said, I'm looking for a potential short at 54. Or a potential buy at 19, as always. I should have bought that dip there. I should have just... This is what annoys me with the market. I had my order set at 20. Because I knew 19 wasn't going to get hit. I'm like, no. If I had my order at 19, you know it would have gone 19 and 3/4. But because it was at 20, it went 20 and 3/4. So I didn't get filled. I'm sounding like a complainer, aren't I? I am. Problem is, I like my entries. Like, my entries gotta be... to some degree a plan. Like, I'm not gonna get long this 27. I didn't plan 27 and get long there. But I'm just happy that we're out of that ducking range from the last week. We're playing in fresh new range, and I like it. Price is much better for me here. This was an easy day altogether. 19 holds, we go up 54. That's it. That was the plan. All right, this thing is looking a little bit squeezy, but can't get long here. That's for sure. Come on, man. Go 54 or go to the 20. Just no more 35, 43 or 46. You can see that there, 46 acting as mild resistance currently. So we are inside of this box here. Inside of it. What do you guys think? You guys think this thing's gonna dump to that 20? Break down, go test 20? Or is this thing just one's up? You can feel free to share. I won't criticize your plan. I get to hear a different or read a different perspective on what's going on here. All right, so us or me knowing Choo Choo Train 154, we're accepting price at this 35. Problem is, if we break down 35 now with all these tests, we will go down to 20 really quickly. But the Choo Choo Train went up. I look at getting long again if we can get down to 35. One more time. All right, is this going to be the push now? Is this it? Looking like it. NQ's already pushing. I was short, but 54. Not here yet. All right, the inevitable is happening. 54 wants to get hit. I should have been long that 35. I was just more worried about chop. I would have liked the long better. I tried it twice, but you saw what happened to me. It is what it is. If I had waited maybe more. The thing is, this thing can congest like this. Sometimes it won't, right? So, or sometimes it'll congest further, like further up, like 40, 46. That's why the key with this is to get long at the bottom and just wait for the breakout. So we're kind of snailing our way, crawling our way to 54 right now. We're inching closer. I mean, we got 50 now. We're getting there. Getting there, but not enough. Not enough. Not enough momentum yet to get through to 54 yet. The morning plan worked out perfectly. Above 20, we go 54. 35 first, then 54. 54 hasn't happened yet, but I mean, come on, yes, come on. Let's go 54. There's a potential short there for me. Potential, I said. Let's see how price gets there, right? If we're just bonering finally out of this, you gotta use some discretion. Of course, I'll be watching for any like 3 points, 5 points to the upside and getting back into the range. That would be the safest, but let's see how this momentum's gonna play out when we get going. I am not chasing the long up here. There's no way. 35 was the long entry there. What did we get? 51 and a quarter. Come on, yes. We're almost at 54. I'm thinking about just having an order set there. But, I mean, we could easily go 3 to 5 points above and go back. That's the trick now with this short here. So I'm just thinking my best course of action. We are looking like we're finally breaking out of this. We might start trending. That's the only thing that worries me on that short there. But All right, we're getting there. Come on, just go, go, go. We almost got there. Almost. I mean, it's not really pumping either, though. So maybe a dead-on short at 50 wouldn't be necessarily a bad idea for me. If we can get there, price is kind of slowing down here right now. What do you guys think? Would you like to share your thoughts? Should I not be looking at a short? Should I be just staying out of it since I missed out on that 35 third time entry long there? What would you do? No, that 54. It's calling my name to get short there. But it's calling my name. Say my name. Crawling. Yes, it's crawling to 54. Come on, yes. Put some more momentum in there. I'm looking to get short 54. Come on, let's go a little bit more. The dollar's still showing weakness, though. That's not good. Missed out on the long. I tried it twice there. Didn't take profit. Ducking dip. Looks like we're trending now, I'm afraid. Looks like we're trending. So the inevitable 54, we've known this since the morning. Don't be here all surprised that, that we were trying to get long on this choo-choo train at open and off this 35 as well. This 54 wanted to get hit. When a hit gets hit, well, give me the trophy. Where's the trophy at? All right, so dollar's still showing a lot of weakness. Almost got there. Almost, yes. You're at 52.75. I might just short it dead on at 54, to be honest. We'll see what type of reaction we get off there. It will be a tight stop just because I don't know if we are going to get, a squeeze above 54 and then back into the range. Or we might just blow right through it. But it is some type of resistance. Limit sell one. Kind of looking squeezy though. I don't know. Okay, we just hit 54. Let's use some discretion here. Use some discretion. All right, I'll short it there. Wants to give me that entry. All right, I'm filled short 54. 54 and a quarter, I believe. I know how it looks. I know how it looks. You don't need to tell me. I know exactly how it looks. Looks squeezy. I know. I know. Gonna try not to get too greedy with this. If we can get in the green, which we already are, but I'm gonna try not to get too greedy on it. We need some type of reaction. Once we hit that level, we need to react. as in sell, not trend. It's here for you guys. If we're in a balanced market, this would be a good spot to get the reversal. It is. It is. It is a brave move. But support and resistance tells me there is some type of resistance up in this 54. I mean, I could go break even already if you think about it. I mean, it's not that the trade is a bad one. I trade technical analysis, and that's it. I could be at break even if I'm not confident in it. That's always an option. But I'm gonna try to give it some more wiggle room a little bit. NQ is kind of still pushing, so I can always take myself out quick. NQ still wants up. So we got a little pullback off 54, which is not the type of pullback that I definitely wanted to see. Come on, come on. This is it for you, Bears. This is it. I'm not saying we're gonna get denied here and reverse all the way down this whole thing, right? But rather could serve as some type of resistance here. The dollar still looking weak. What does that mean? And again, I could always be at break even. I'm not. The trade so far, I mean, I gotta say I'm not in love with this though. Come on, it's gotta get going if we're gonna reverse. Not reverse, but rather back test 46. I'm not here calling that this is the top or anything. I just know it's resistance. So I'm sure the best thing I could see is a flush of 46. If we flush 46, that is very good for me. Of course, we could bounce from 46. And that's why the shorts are definitely trickier. They're more risky in my opinion, because when we're obviously trending up like this, come on. Like we could very easily just bounce from here, right? But that's why it doesn't matter what might happen. As long as we're below 54 and that is resistance, I can pretty much short it at that point. Which so far you see, I haven't been in the red in the entire trade. I just refuse to take profit here. I gotta go 46. I want to see what type of price action we get at 46. If we can even get there. Right now, not looking like it. Come on, man. Let's add some fuel to this. To the downside, not to the upside. Any further back test of 54, I'll be out. I do not like it because we're just probably going to blow right through it. This is it. This is as good as it gets for a resistance back test. But I think they're going to squeeze through it. I don't know. I'm not in love with this. Come on. Yeah. I'll break even on it. I broke even on it. I'm not holding. This should have been the dip there. It isn't. It isn't. I expected more from it, I gotta say. I'll be honest. We weren't in the red one single time. I mean, it's just, I'm not gonna chase this long. But if we get above 54 and we accept price here, well then yeah, maybe I'll get long 54, right? Kind of like I was looking at this 35 level here. But I can't get long below a level of resistance. I just cannot do it. Now the dollar's showing some strength. Ducking dollar. All right, let's see. 3 to 5 points back in the range. I might take it short again. I said might. I'm not saying I will. So that's what, 2 points above 54 currently. So 54. We got to 57. That's nice. 3 points to the upside. But the candle did close above that level. So can't do nothing there. The thing is this opening, I would have still been long this thing. Ducking open. Gotta love it. I didn't get filled by 3 ticks. Three little pricks. All right, come on. Let's see this 54. If we get back in the range, perhaps it could be a nice short. All right, it's kind of getting back in the range, I gotta say. I'm gonna try one more time. This is it, my last trade of the day. We got the squeeze 3 to 5 points above 54. I kind of chased it there. I should have waited for a backtest of 54 and should have been short 54. But let's see. Let's see if that was it now. We got 3 to 5 points above a level of resistance, getting back into the range. Perhaps this time could be it. If not, well then, whatever. We take a trade based on a pre-planned level. We're like a sniper. And then you gotta take it. Take your shot and go with it. And again, we're in the green. Again, like I say, it's not a matter of that the trades are bad. I just don't like taking profit at these little minor levels. We got to break through that 46. Come on, just do it, yes. Just ducking do it. It's smelling like it wants to break 46 now. I don't know why, but it just smells like it. Or at least backtest it. Come on. Backtest it. Backtest 46. And then let's see what type of action we get down there. Come on, man. Come on. Be nice. Be nice. Again, I could always go break even if I'm not in love with the short, but I'm just not. Want to give it some space. Not too much, but some space. And you can tell that this is actually the most I've ever shorted, I think, the past like month. Because now I do think that we're a little bit more in a balanced market where resistances do kind of, at least they give some type of move, right? And before, it's just much easier. Wait for the dip, buy support, resistance breaks, and vice versa. Rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. But the more we get into a more balanced market with exactly what you're seeing right now, it's not at all coincidence. I've been talking about 54 over and over. And where are we bouncing from? 46. Why? Because this is nothing but the greatest game of ping pong and Jenga that you'll ever pretty much play in. And the moment I started to see the market that way, that's the moment that trading in general changed for me. I no longer need to guess where I'm going to get short, take profit, or get long and take profit. So 46, I know that was a level of support now because you can see that was resistance there. It is not coincidence at all. Zero coincidence why we're getting some type of bounce there. That's why I said, let me wait and see what type of price action we get at 46. And all we did was bounce from it. So I need to probably get out of my position. Oh my gosh, the shorts. You gotta love him. Come on, just go down. I'm looking for a little bit of a bigger target than 46. I would probably look for a 35 on this. 35. Why 35? Because that's going to be support, major level of support. 46 is not even that big of a support, man. Come on. Look at that nice wick they just left on it. Ugh. That sucks. But again, support and resistance kept me, I guess, a little bit out of the guessing. Ugh. They want to push through it now, don't they? De Durango de la mañana. And we are going back up to 54. Uh-oh. Where do we bounce from? 46. Don't tell me we're back to just buy the support, resistance breaks. Let's see. Let's find out. If we are, good. It's an easier game like that, but... Can this resistance hold? Can it hold? That's a brave move. It is a brave move. Like, I'm looking at my short and I'm like, this is a brave move. uh, it's okay. I like it. Below 54, I like it. Above 54, no good. We got to 54 on the dot. Look at that. Oh my goodness. 54 right on the tick. Right to the tick. We gotta get some type of action here, Bears. Come on, Bears. I'm on your team today. Well, right now. Not today. Just right now. Just right now. Let's make that clear. I mean, through here, we go back test 88. That would be pretty funny. Imagine we just get back everything that we sold off yesterday. That would be pretty hilarious. Price is moving slow for me. What time is it? 10:52. Maybe that's why. All right, I'm probably going to get out of this short, and I'm going to just walk away. It's not really... I need it to go. Come on, let's go. Let's go below 54. We don't want to keep testing 54, because the more we test 54, you know, obviously the higher chances we're just going to rip right through it and continue up. So I need to see some type of action now. Break down 46. If we were consolidating below 46, I'm happy. I'm a happy camper, but consolidating under 54, nah, not too good. I did not go break even. I probably should have gone break even, but we're below 54. Oh my goodness. Come on, yes. Come on, baby. Let's go down. At least, I don't know. 35 would be a good target. We got down to 46. You kidding? Dollar showing more weakness. For a second, it was showing some strength, and now it's showing weakness. So that's probably going to give some strength to ES. And we're probably, yeah, I don't know. I hope we're not just to buy the dip regime again. Come on, man. Serve as resistance, 54. Let's go down. The stream is 10 minutes behind the market. No way. Are you sure? Okay, I'm gonna get out. I'm out. But you're saying my stream is delayed 10 minutes. Are you sure it's not your browser? Have you refreshed it? Because I'm gonna check on my phone. Let me see. I don't think so. It shouldn't be. Yeah, I think it's your browser, James, because I'm on my phone now watching, and price is at 87.25, and it should be 5 seconds behind. Yeah, we're good. You can see it right there. We're good. That's it. Yeah, it's fine. Maybe refresh your browser because it's definitely fine. So I've confirmed it is good. It should be 5 seconds behind. All right, so definitely that was I mean, could have been a scalp trade, right? I should have taken profit at 46. We bounced right exactly from where we probably should have. We're buying the dip again, basically. So now we're freaking trending. Oh my gosh. We make life complicated, don't we? Like this 20 level down there was the sweet spot there. And then I had those shorts 2 times. I didn't take profit. That is okay. It's part of the game. Well, it's not really okay, but yeah, James, definitely the stream should not be 10 minutes behind. It's not on my end. If anyone else is experiencing the same issue, you can let me know. That would be helpful for me. But I don't think so. I think it's good. Make sure that you have the live button on, right? You can see here on my trading view. Let me pull this up here. This is my trading view charts here. 15-minute candle. You can see the time here. What time is it? Right here. Oops. So the time there on my trading view charts is 10:58 and 30 seconds, 32 right now. And that is exactly the time of my of this account here, the one I'm trading on. You can see that right there. 10:58:42, 10:58:40. They're right in line with each other. And the stream should be good too. I mean, everything should be okay. All right, though, I think it was a good day overall. I'm glad that we're out of the other price action stuff, but yeah. So I'm going to walk away. I am done for today. I'm happy with today, but I'm also not happy with it. But that's trading. So thank you all for watching. Thank you all for tuning in. If it did provide you with some value, at least you saw that support resistance stuff we keep talking about. There's really no guessing there. That 54 could have worked out very beautifully, but today it just does not. It just is what it is. Other days you'll have some minor level of resistance and it'll just work perfectly. But again, I think regardless of what happens when you get into a trade, that's out of your hands. It's more so about knowing the levels that you are trading in and understanding where you want to trade at. So this choo-choo train always wanted to go up. I just thought at 54 we were probably gonna dip that back down to 35, right? So I didn't take profit at 46. And I did get long this 35 twice. But unfortunately, this dip here took me out for break even. And then I got long here. I think I got stopped there. And right now I just got stopped there. So I'm done for today. Pretty easy, but complicated. As usual. So I am done. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for tuning in. I'll be back here tomorrow for sure. Hopefully tomorrow is a day where we can just nail the whole entire trade, because this is one leg. This is not to be traded multiple times. It's just one giant leg. Back testing 35, back testing 54, and of course back testing the inevitable, probably 88 to 90. It seems inevitable now because of, look at price. It's just tearing through resistances. So why would I think it's gonna get stuck now here? If we get stuck at all, it'd probably be 88, 90 now, which is where we broke down from yesterday. Maybe it's on a mission to go hunt the back test of that level there. So I'm done. Thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate the support. I will see you tomorrow if you're here. I'll be here tomorrow at 9.